Beautiful people, what is up? I'm finally with the beautiful Carly. I'm sure you guys already follow her on YouTube, but if you don't, I'm gonna leave her link obviously below, and with her Instagram, her YouTube, everything. So she's in town from London, which is freaking awesome. I was so stoked when I found out that she was coming right after I moved to LA. So it was like fate. That
I was like, hurry up and get your bum here.
Right?
I was really worried that she wouldn't make it, but she did, so it's good.
The universe aligned for us. So we posted on Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and everything, and we're gonna do a Q&A together.
Yes.
Two brains are better than one, right?
Always, although I don't know actually. We'll see how this goes.
We'll see. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. First one is going to be from Megmo7. She says, what's the best piece of advice you could give to a young, impressionable girl or boy who is engulfed in this little social media fitspo world?
Get the hell out of it.
Run away!
Run! To be honest, I think you need to take everything with like a pinch of salt. Not everything or everyone is who they're supposed to be. I think you can get a good feeling like that, and we're all humans at the end of the day, so we're only posting ourselves at our most positive, generally. So if you're having a down day, or you're having a day where you want to binge, or a day where you're not being so healthy, that is totally normal. So remember to just take a back seat sometimes. And also to talk to friends and family and get someone else who maybe isn't on social media to join you on your journey, because it'll be much more realistic.
Yeah, so I was literally gonna say take it with a grain of salt. That's what was in my brain. You know, everyone does post their highlight reel, just like she said, and
I love
a lot
that
of it.
highlight reel.
Yeah,
I thought you were such a model. I loved it.
But yeah, it's like, you know, and a lot of it is a business too, so you have to keep that in mind and really just be yourself. Find your little pathway in the fitness world. If you want to be in the fitness industry, that's totally fine, but just be yourself and just make sure that you are staying true to yourself.
Yeah, totally.
That's the best. Vibrant Demure.
Ooh, sexy.
Sounds sexy. How do you track macros, meaning formula and all? Every single video website I visited has a different way to track them. Not sure which formula to follow. Whew. Wow. So that's a tough one. Yeah. So any questions like these are kind of hard to explain.
And also everybody does have a different idea. Even as personal trainers, we can always be like out by point 1, point 2. I mean, you have a formula that you use, so it's probably good if you post it in the description below of what you would go with, and I can send you what I would go with, and it'll probably be similar. There's a lot of online formulas you can use, but just beware, because a lot will kind of do it without adding in the factor of exercise. So you will need to up it a little bit more when you do exercise. For me personally, I tend to just tell people to do like a 40% carbs, 30% protein, 30% fat, generally for most people, until you really, really want to go into it. So if you're just beginning, that's kind of what I tell people. And if you think you're not gaining or you're not losing, then you kind of adjust a little bit. But please make sure that your carbs stay at a generous amount. Don't drop them too much, or you'll start to get that carb foggy head.
So for me, with calories, I think it depends on the person. So I always suggest just to kind of eat the way you eat and track for a few days and kind of see where you're at, because you just never know where you're even at. That would be the best way to start from there. And with macros, I think a general rule of thumb, you can do like 0.8 per gram or per pound of body weight. And then fats is like 0.35 to 0.5, and then carbs fill in the rest. So, I mean, there's really so many different ways, and you just kind of have to figure out your body and what works for you the best.
Yeah, and I think that is the main thing. No, everybody has a different body, so there is not one rule for each of us. You have to find your own one, so just test it out a little bit.
Yeah, trial and error.
Yes.
Sun's out, guns out, 91.
Nice.
If you could go back in your life and change one thing, what would it be?
Whew. I should have thought about this one before you asked this one. Wow.
So
if you've got it, let's go first, because I'm now thinking. You'll watch my face do its thinking face. I'll be like...
So I honestly would say that I wouldn't change anything, because I feel like everything that has happened in my life has happened the way it's supposed to happen, based on my decisions, based on, you know, kind of just what has been going on in my life at that certain period of time. And everything that's happened, I've learned from. I've either used it, if it's bad, I've used it to help other people, and it's, I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's made me who I am today. And without some experiences, I wouldn't be the same person.
That's really true. Yeah, there's a lot of negative things that have happened and positive things, but if you didn't have either, then it wouldn't be who we are today. I think one thing, if I could have changed it, was I wouldn't put so much pressure on myself to grow up so fast.
I like that.
I feel like when I was young, I was like, I want to be older and I want to do this, and now I've actually got older, I kind of want to go back to being younger. So I really think just enjoy the age you're at. I know it sounds really silly, but so many of you guys are not getting a childhood or not getting that chance to just be free because of social media is teaching you all these things you have to do. So just remember to just switch off and be your own sometimes.
I like that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thanks.
Where's Bentley? I get that question all the time.
Who's Bentley?
He's my other dog.
What?
So I had another dog, but it's my mom's dog.
Oh.
So it was like the family dog, and like I would Snapchat
left him
him
behind.
sometime.
Which is like, no,
That's what everyone
that one.
thinks. They're like, what happened to Bentley? I'm like, he's not my dog.
Okay, you can always shout that if you need to.
So Fran Rose said tips for incorporating deload weeks.
You go with this one.
Okay, so if you guys are not aware, a deload week is basically like a week where you either cut your reps in half, or you cut your weight in half, or you cut your sets in half, or you cut all of it in half.
It's a lot of cutting.
Yeah. It's basically just a way for you to like give your body a break. Some people take just a complete week off from lifting. So I would just say some people, if you're on a powerlifting program, it's completely different because you need one like every 4 weeks. But if you're on a bodybuilding split, just kind of go by how you feel. I say like, you know, maybe 4 to 6 to 8 weeks would be a good idea. And like I said, I typically cut the sets and reps in half. So if I normally do 4 sets, or not the reps, the sets in half. So if I normally do 4 sets, I'll do 2 sets for each exercise that I do. Or you can cut the weights in half, like I said. So that's kind of like the best way. Just go by how you feel.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's what I do with my clients. I generally don't have a full deload week. I will just end up doing something different. Like maybe I want to go swimming or dancing or just a different type of exercise. But I've never been on any kind of bodybuilding thing. So for me, it's just actually I take like 2 days out and then just a little bit lighter in the gym.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
So last one is live like a renegade.
Nice.
She said, what do you hope, or he? I don't know.
It could be it. Oh no, I think it's a she. That's
Okay,
a
it's a
sexy
she.
picture. It's like a wolf.
It's a wolf. Okay. What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Wow. I never used to think of like the next 5 years. I'm someone who so thinks of now, but I think YouTube does have to force you to think that way. So there's some really exciting things happening. I have like an ebook coming out, which I'm really excited for, which is going to be called Get Gorgeous. It's just going to give you guys all the tips you need for being in the gym if you're a beginner or if you want to just push it a little bit further. A possible something else really exciting, but I can't say it yet, but really exciting, you'll find out in January.
So you'll have to subscribe.
Yeah. But yeah, you'll find out in January. And I think really just developing more mindset-wise and enjoying fitness more. I would like to be more functional. I would love to be someone who could put my head between my legs. Not for sexy reasons, just I think it looks great. So yeah, I think I'll change my training a little bit more and probably be lighter and more functional. How about you?
I like that. So for me, I'm kind of all over the place, as you guys know.
It's a good thing to be. Good.
I mean, with YouTube, I always want to grow and I always want to put out better content. And I've been obviously not posting as much lately.
You're still here. Sometimes a girl needs
Still
time
here.
out. You know, we move and we have to drive 15 hours. You need some time out, okay?
Yeah.
Give her a break.
So with YouTube, I definitely want to grow my YouTube, of course. Just keep reaching people in the fitness industry. For myself, I do want to get more functional as well. I want to be a well-rounded athlete, which I always said, and like when I stopped competing, I said that as well. Who knows if I'll compete again? I don't know. Maybe.
You'll know if it's right.
We never know. But yeah, I just kind of like want to explore different things, and then of course with modeling and acting, that's why I'm here. So just everything.
In the dream. She's totally going to make that happen. We all know we're going to see her in a film.
Just hope.
It's going to happen.
Make
Okay.
something out of my life.
When we go out for coffee, just make sure you really, you know, stand out.
Find someone.
We can make this happen.
All right, so I think that is all of the
Yeah.
questions. So thank you for being on my channel.
Loved it.
Yes. So of course you guys need to subscribe to her. Again, her stuff will be in the link below, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Love you.
Bye, guys.